Yo, what is going on, YouTube? It's your boy No One here, and today I'm coming with another topic. As you can probably see in the title, this one's going to be about alcohol. Specifically, why I dislike alcohol and my personal take on it. And if you want to see more discussion videos like this where I just kind of talk about things, drugs, whatever, leave a like, a comment, and let's just dive right into it. So yeah. Alcohol is probably the most common substance consumed next to tobacco, and tobacco, I'll probably make its own little video on the side eventually, but we'll get around to it. So anyways, yeah, alcohol, it's pretty fucking terrible actually, and it's illegal and tons of people consume it for whatever reason, and people end up dying because of it, and it's as a drug, it's pretty shitty. Some people might not consider it a drug, but I mean, it's a substance that alters your mind, psychoactive substance. It's a depressant. It will fuck you up, and that's really my consideration as a drug. It just makes sense to label it as a drug. It is a drug. It will fuck you up, and it's a substance that affects you, affects your mind, and yeah. It should be. It makes sense. So, anyways, the only reason it's fucking legal because it's been socially acceptable for forever, since fucking England, France days probably. All probably before America. Alcohol has just been very common, and it's just been around, and it makes sense, I guess. It's acceptable because of those reasons, because there wasn't really a bunch of research back then showing how bad it can be for the body, especially if you consume it on a normal basis or consume it in an excessive amount, of how it can be dangerous and all this, and how it can be bad for your body, your liver, and all this. But today it's way different than back then, and alcohol still stands to be fucking legal. And let me tell you, there should be more fucking things legal. Things like LSD, shrooms, MDMA, and many other drugs that are scheduled should be legal because, well, they have a way safer profile than alcohol. How cocaine might fucking be as well be legal. I mean, I've seen cocaine has kind of a similar profile, at least especially in terms of addiction potential. I think alcohol is actually higher for addiction potential than cocaine, or it's very similar. And alcohol is definitely one of the most most highest addictive drugs out there as well. If you didn't know, it's whether you're prone to it, of course, and if someone is prone to it, well, I mean, it's easily accessible. It's fucked up, and they have addiction, and yeah, it just leads to a lot of shitty things. And there's just so much safer things like weed, of course. Why weed isn't fucking legal across the country right now is really ridiculous. If someone wants to prefer weed rather than dealing with, health risk of alcohol, drinking too much, they should definitely have that freedom to choose it. And my opinion, weed is way, way better than alcohol. Just way better. And alcohol, in my opinion, I've drank a good amount. In my opinion, it's kind of shit. The intoxication of it. Personally, I feel it isn't even that great of a high or an intoxicated feeling. You get all sloppy. Drunk driving is eventually a thing. You don't really think rationally. You make stupid choices. It's just really dumb, in my opinion. And just of a choice of what to get fucked up off. Alcohol, fuck that. Then you deal with fucking throwing up when you drink too much. It's terrible, and I hate when that fucking happens. And being young, being in college and all this, kids are definitely going to drink, and it's a very excessive amount, and it's a very real thing when people drink too much, and it could lead to fucking fatalities just because, people want to have a good time. And some kids will just settle for that, actually. Drink until they puke, keep drinking, and it turns out they have liver problems later on because of it. And this is all because it's illegal. People not want to break the law. They essentially don't want to break the law. And, because they want to deal with legal trouble and, doing illegal shit, obviously. And not everyone does this, of course. You see all the illegal substances are still going around, of course. And, I personally prefer not to do illegal things, but people are going to do it, and they're still going to have a good time, and the next thing you know, people end up getting caught with drugs, and they have to deal with stupid charges with alcohol. It's not happening unless they're, like, driving or something, of course. But, people should definitely have the choice to do something like acid, get something like MDMA, maybe some type of fucking cathinone, anything, and they should just have that choice for any type of substance. Even harder things, I think people should still have that freedom to choose what they put into their body. Because, alcohol, I consider it pretty hard. It's, like, alcohol addiction is really real, and it's a legal addiction, just like tobacco, yeah. So, you don't get busted with alcohol, like, with charges repeatedly, and but, like, compared to, like, heroin and shit, it's like you're robbing a fucking bank. It's just stupid. And I guess what I'm trying to say here is alcohol can be really harmful and even fatal and addicting for some people out there. And the fact that it's still legal while many other safer and non-addictive substances aren't just really makes no fucking sense to me. It's really just stupid how the system works, and that's basically what I'm trying to say. And that's why I kind of have a silent hatred towards alcohol. Well, I guess it's not really silent now since I'm talking about it, but it's just stupid. Like, I prefer not to drink, even though, it's fucking legal, but I'd rather not because, it's not really good. Like, then you have to deal with, hangovers or anything also. It's just like, I just feel like there's a ton of fucking downsides to alcohol, and people just settle for it because it's the legal thing, even though there's a lot of better shit out there, and you won't have to deal with nasty side effects or worry about health problems taking some of these things and all this and that. It just makes no fucking sense. So that's basically all I wanted to say today about alcohol and shit. So yeah, if you have any comments about this, feel free to leave them below. Like the video, subscribe, all the bullshit, guys. It's been your boy, No One here, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.